Hi, I'm Lianne, and let's talk personal. This episode feels tender, it feels sacred, and honestly, a little too hard to record. In honor of Eating Disorder Awareness Week, I want to share my story. When I was in high school, I struggled from eating disorder, and it was really bad. On the outside, I looked fine, but internally, I was suffering. I was at war with food and myself. I remember so clearly how I would give my classmates my lunch, and I would tell them that I'm just like not hungry. I would tell myself that I'm not hungry or that I don't need to eat. And during the times that I did eat, especially at home where I was like forced to sit down and I was expected to be with family at the table, I would perform normalcy. Everything's like fine. I would eat like everything is normal, act okay, and then I would rush to the bathroom and force myself to vomit. Sometimes there are moments that I don't even have to force myself. I just feel the urge to vomit. And it became a pattern. It became a routine. And being raised in a country where mental health and eating disorders is such a big taboo and it was like talked about then back when I was younger, I never even knew that I had an eating disorder up until I was already in college. I was never officially diagnosed. And just like me, statistics shows that POCs with eating disorder are half as likely to get diagnosed or receive treatment. Being a nutritionist felt very personal to me. After everything that I went through when I was in high school, I made a quiet vow that I would never be a part of the system that promulgates that idea that food is the enemy. I promise I would never contribute to somebody thinking that we have to battle food. I promise that my work would revolve on healing and not restriction. I teach my clients listen inward, trust their internal physical cues like hunger, energy, fullness, and satisfaction. Instead of outsourcing their worth to external diet rules or trends, I encourage them always to reject the diet mentality that thrives on shame and fear and instead honor their hunger as a biological signal, not a moral failure. Food is not something to battle or earn, it is nourishment, connection, culture, and care. I feel like if I can help at least one person rebuild a positive relationship with food, one rooted in attunement instead of punishment, then I am living the promise that I once made my younger self. Why awareness matters. I saw this one post before saying that awareness weeks feels kind of repetitive or performative or annoying even, and it feels too loud and unnecessary. But why? Because unfortunately, even if how loud, repetitive, and annoying awareness weeks are, eating disorders still are grossly misunderstood. So yes, we still do need those reminders. We have to remember though that awareness week or raising awareness isn't just shouting the same message over and over again into the void. It's more so like trying to tap people who haven't heard the message and who needs to hear the message. The ones who don't recognize the warning signs. Just like little Lianne standing in front of that bathroom sink, forcing herself to vomit. Family members who don't know where to run to. Healthcare professionals who have little to none training when it comes to handling eating disorders. The people quietly spiraling, convinced that their struggle is not extreme enough or serious enough. Awareness can be the bridge between I'm okay to I need help. And I feel like little Lian would have benefited a lot if there was somebody who told her that she needed help or if she knew about what was going on and she was able to ask for help. So, if you're listening right now and all this sounds familiar, I want you to know that you are not weak, you're not being dramatic, and most of all, you are not alone. And you do not have to reach to the point of extreme lengths before you ask for help. If food feels like fear and eating feels like guilt, and if there's a mental calculator in your head all the time trying to calculate how much calories are there in each and every bite, and if your mind feels so loud every time you try to sit at the table, please talk to someone. May it be a therapist, a doctor, a friend, a family member. Disorders thrive in secrecy, and healing thrives in connection. Sharing this isn't easy, but even if at least one person listening feels less alone because of this, then it's definitely worth it. Eating Disorder Awareness Week isn't just about statistics, it's about stories. And this is mine. Thank you for holding it gently. Till next time.